In today's episode of Should You Upgrade, we take a look at Warner Brothers Speed Racer from 2008 on 4K. In this 4K review, we're going to take a look at the Speed Racer 4K and compare it to the 2008 Speed Racer Blu-ray. So let's see which one deserves a spot in your collection. So a brand new episode of Should You Upgrade starts now. All right, guys, when it comes to the 4K, the 2026 4K for Speed Racer comes with Dolby Vision and HDR10. Now, when it comes to the actual overall, what do you think of video quality? I think it's fantastic. I think it's a fantastic looking 4K. Now, the first thing you're gonna notice is color grading, but the color grading is not big and drastic. It's very like super minimal. Certain scenes, the colors are enhanced on the 4K more than the Blu-ray. Certain skin tones are changed, meaning that they fixed certain color grades in certain scenes compared to the Blu-ray. And one big thing that you will notice compared to two, besides color grading, is that certain frames are changed. Certain frames are closer, a little bit zoomed in. Certain frames are adjusted different. But again, you're going to notice it throughout the movie. I'm trying to see if I can put some comparisons on the screen for you guys, but you're going to notice some frames are zoomed in, or they fixed up, or they went a little bit closer, or a little bit more back. They're showing you more an environment. So certain scenes are enhanced in that way compared to the Blu-ray. Now, I think the biggest thing here for this 4K is colors. The colors are so vibrant, very vivid on the 4K. And you know what the crazy thing is? That the Blu-ray from 2008 is actually the same thing too. They are both fantastic. When you put it up against each other, they're kind of identical, but the 4K pumps way more color due to the Dolby Vision and HDR10. But again, the Blu-ray itself looks fantastic. The 4K looks outstanding for a colorful movie, and I think 4K was made for this. I think this is the movie that you put on to showcase the color of what can 4K do, and I think Speed Racer will be that test that you show your friends, because this thing looks phenomenal. The Blu-ray looks phenomenal too, but again, the colors are fantastic. Skin tones look great. They fixed a lot of the skin tones here on the 4K compared to the Blu-ray, but the Blu-ray looks good. They just toned it up a bit. They just gave a little bit certain scenes, instead of having it a little bit overexposed, they kind of dialed it back and made it more natural looking. So again, that's the type of stuff you're getting here on this 4K transfer. Now, when it comes to black levels and contrast, they both look phenomenal. And of course, the 4K is where it's gonna be more elevated due to the Dolby Vision and HDR10. But again, this 2008 Blu-ray could still hold it against the 4K. I'm telling you right now, these two look fantastic on my Sony OLED. Now, I think at the end of the day, the 4K is it's just a beautiful looking 4K, and it gives me hope for the future of comic book movies when they bring it to 4K, like Dick Tracy will look stunning with the colors, especially seeing what Speed Racer looks like. I can't wait to see if they do a actual proper 4K restoration of Dick Tracy. That movie will look fantastic on 4K. But with that said, let's check out the comparisons between the 2008 Blu-ray of Speed Racer versus the new 2026 4K of Speed Racer. Enjoy. when it comes to audio quality, the 2008 Blu-ray comes with Dolby Digital 5.1. The 4K comes with Dolby Atmos. Now, I'm gonna be really honest with you guys. This Atmos soundtrack sounds amazing. It is fantastic. It is very present. The music to dialogue is balanced very well. The car race scenes are very loud. Explosions are loud. Gadgets are loud. This thing is super loud that my wife told me to lower it. And I always watch my movies at 50%. I don't go all the way up and I don't crack into 100. 50 to me is the best. For me, is my middle ground. And she told me to lower it because it's very loud and it's echoing throughout the house. And I said, this is amazing. That's how I know that's my, like, my gauge was when my wife comes in and tells me, hey, lower this thing down because it's way too loud. So that tells me that Speed Racer has a phenomenal 4K Dolby Atmos soundtrack. Again, highly recommend it if you guys have it. It is amazing. You're going to love the sound of Speed Racer coming through your speakers. While the 2008 comes with Dolby Digital 5.1, I think in this department, the 4K is going to win with a brand new mix of Speed Racer. With that said, let's get right into special features. All right, guys, when it comes to special features, the 2008 Blu-ray has 4 special features. The new 4K has 6 special features. Some are new special features. Others are kind of new because it came from the DVD special features. So again, at the end of the day, to me, it's brand new special features on the 4K. So again, you're getting 6 special features, which is a plus for a lot of people and for myself too. At least it's not a separate disc with tons of special features. With that said, let's get right into the final verdict. All right, guys, when it comes to the final verdict for Speed Racer, look, I'm gonna be honest with you here. This 4K is fantastic looking. It is clear and detailed. It is phenomenal. The audio mix alone, the Dolby Atmos, is very good, depending if you like the movie or not. But this is a movie I think you must have in your collection to show off the power of 4K. Whether you have Dolby Vision on your TV, whether you have HDR10, the colors alone is so vibrant. It looks beautiful for a 2008 movie. Now, don't sleep on this 2008 Blu-ray though. It does look fantastic. It looks great. Now, again, the difference between the two will be minimal in terms of color grading and skin tones. But at the end of the day, they kind of look similar, but it's always gonna come down to the audio mix for me. And here, Dolby Atmos will triumph Dolby Digital 5.1. It just sounds fantastic. You're getting 6 special features on the 4K. You're getting 4 on this Blu-ray. Again, it really comes down to you. But there you go, guys. Which version of Speed Racer from 2008 would you like to add to your collection? Leave a comment down below. And remember to like, share, and subscribe for all things Geeks and Flix. Be awesome to each other and keep collecting.